Sheriff now, Frank Reynolds, as promised. Sheriff, I thank you for your time. The investigators say it's too early to tell whether this was a hate crime. How do you go about investigating that, and when do you think you may be able to make a determination?
Well, thank you, Shepard. But first, let me say that our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims, their families, the Asian community. We're deeply saddened and troubled by this horrific event. The investigation is still going on. Obviously, events of yesterday have us all rattled, but I just want to praise the cooperation with the Atlanta Police Department, the Crisp County Sheriff and Sheriff's Office, and our partners at the FBI. This was a collaborative effort. And when this first kicked off, our goal was to identify this person, to track him down, and we were successful in doing that with the community support and media and social media. So it's still ongoing. We still have forensic evidence that we have to look at: cell phones, computers, interviews with other people. I have watched the entire interview with the suspect, and he does make a full confession. During that interview, I did not hear anything about race. It was other than us asking the question. Well, we're not going to rule that out. Obviously, we're going to continue this investigation and go off of every lead in every possible angle that we can, but still a little early to tell.
Right. Sheriff, so that I'm clear, your interrogators asked the suspect whether this was Asian connected, and he responded that no, it was not. Is that correct?
That is correct. He did offer go ahead.
I was going to say, did the suspect ever get treated or seek help for sex addiction?
At this time, I'm not sure if he's had prior treatment. I know he's gone through a mental health evaluation here at the jail. That's just standard protocol. But anything that happened prior to that, that's still part of the investigation. And quite frankly, I don't know.
Did he have any interaction with law enforcement, Sheriff?
Nothing that I've seen, and this is kind of a shock to us all. And so I have not heard of any interaction with law enforcement, anything negative. And of course, we need to look at other jurisdictions to see if there's any interaction there that we may not know about.
Understood. Anything on his phones or computers that might help out in the case?
Well, certainly we have to get those, or we've got those devices. We have to go through them and do a forensic analysis, look at all that data, see what he's looked at, who he's communicated with, and make sure that there's, at this time, we don't believe anybody's involved other than him, but we still have a lot of information that we have to process.
A little bit of trouble with the connection. I think it just cleared up. We're all accustomed to this, but I do have another important question. Sheriff, there are reports that are not confirmed that this suspect made anti-Asian statements at the massage parlors. Is that true?
I don't know that it's true. I've heard that from social media and media, but I've not heard that from our investigators. I don't know if that's coming from Cherokee County or the city of Atlanta spas. But certainly we're going to take a look at that, and there may be
discussions with the. I'm sorry, there's a delay on the satellite, and I'm sorry about that. But I was going to follow up and ask, none of your investigators, to your knowledge, had discussions with people who worked in any of those businesses who said that he said in any way anything about the Asian community?
They may have. I just don't have that information, Shepard.
Okay. Well, that'll be something that I think a lot of people would be very interested to know. One more thing, and as one who does a lot of ad-libbing and questioning and answering questions all the time, I understand. But one of your police captains said that the suspect had, and I quote here, a really bad day. Do you regret the choice of words, does he, given the circumstances?
Oh, absolutely. And he's a great asset to our agency. He's expressed his concern about his choice of words. He didn't mean to use that in the context that it came across. I think he was quoting the suspect from the interview that he was having a bad day, not that we think that he was having a bad day. I mean, it was a horrific event, and in no way did we minimize or try to minimize the severity of this.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.